It's a group that works behind the scenes to advance conservative causes across the country and here in Wisconsin. But critics contend the American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC, is pushing for corporate interests. Tonight, Fox 11 on special assignment will look at ALEC, and Robert Hornacek joins us now with a preview of tonight's report. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Rachel. You know, some of the most controversial pieces of legislation passed in Wisconsin have ties to the American Legislative Exchange Council. The group, which has been around for nearly 40 years, bills itself as the largest nonpartisan individual membership association of state legislators in the country. It has more than 2,000 members, promotes free markets, individual liberty, and limited government. I spoke with a representative from ALEC, some members of the group, and some of the group's most vocal critics. And tonight, we'll hear from both sides.
So I think the thing that really sets us apart is our focus on free enterprise and limited government. And, you know, legislators and private members who come to ALEC are focused on those principles as well, and focused on policy solutions that are going to encourage free enterprise and limited government.
What ALEC does is it provides a forum where legislators, where state officials in Wisconsin and elsewhere actually vote behind closed doors as equals with corporate lobbyists and special interest representatives on model legislation.
Coming up tonight on Fox 11 News at 9, we'll hear from lawmakers who are part of the group. We'll also talk more about what ALEC does, how it operates, and more about what critics have to say about it. Rachel?
What exactly does ALEC do?
Well, that's a good question. What they do is they get legislators together, mostly on the Republican side. There are some Democratic members, but it's mostly Republicans. They get them together with business leaders for a few meetings every year to talk about issues, ideas, and ultimately come up with what they call model legislation. Now, some of those model bills get brought back to state houses. In fact, across the country, ALEC says on average there are about 1,000 pieces of legislation based on their model bills that get introduced at state houses across the country every year, and about 17% of those become law.
And what are some of those issues that they focus on?
Well, they are a conservative group. They focus on, as I said, limited government and things like that. But what they tend to focus a lot on, like I said, conservative issues. And they also focus a lot on economic policy issues, but they've also been involved with some very hot-button issues, things like concealed carry, school vouchers, voter ID, and in fact, that's why the group's getting so much attention now. It's been around for almost 40 years, but in the last year or so, in the last 6 months really, it's gotten a lot more attention. In fact, that's why we wanted to spend some time, take a look at it, find out what it does, and what some of its critics have to say.
All right, and we'll learn more tonight. Your full report is tonight, Fox 11 on special assignment.